Megla again, and today I'm going to start with this partnership problem. So this is one topic where this ratios and partnership we are doing it. So we are already seen this 5 questions of ratios, and now we'll go ahead with the partnership. Let me show the previous problem which you have done, so that you will remember this. So this was the last problem which you have done in ratio, two houses, right? So now you're going to go for this. And here, let me explain because already we have done this. So I have given you the explanations here, but still I'll just explain the basics of this. Uh, if you consider there are two persons, A and B, imagine that both of them are going to invest around, say, 100 each. They both are investing same amount. And if suppose they both are investing for 1 year, so we have to just consider whatever the profit they get. Imagine they are getting a profit of say 40 rupees. So the 40 rupees in what ratio will they share? So that depends on this CT. CT is the thing which you're going to consider here. So you're going to multiply these two, the result is going to be 100, and here also is 100, and the ratio you are supposed to take. The ratio is 1:1. Therefore, both will be equally sharing, so they will be getting 20/20. So it is not only based on the capital, it is also based on the time they are investing for, right? So we have to consider, and this is always a multiplication. So some cases we'll have to add and I'll tell you where exactly that addition comes. But in this case here, this is a method which you're going to follow. So now here, consider this problem given here. Shakil started a software business by investing rupees 20,000. After 6 months, Neil joined him with a capital of 30,000. After 3 years, they earned a profit of rupees 13,950. What was Shakil's share in the profit? So here, uh, we have to just find out first the Shakil and the other person, Neil. I'm just going to write what is their capital. So the capital which they have invested is 20,000 and 30,000, and the time for which they are investing. So if you consider here the time for which they're considering, after 3 years they earned this much, it's given. But Neil joined him with a capital of 30,000. When did he join? After 6 months. So that means they are going to be in the business for 3 years, whereas in that case, like, sorry, the Shakil is going to be there in the business for 3 years, but Anil joins after 6 months. That means he's going to be here in the business only for 2.5 years. And the investment, you can consider this 20,000 and 30,000, as we are going to finally see only the ratios. So you do not have to consider the entire amount. So what we can do here is consider the ratio of their capital. So the ratio of their capital is 2:3. And I'm keeping this as such because already this is too small. So now you multiply and get the ratio. So 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into 2.5 is 7.5. And now you need to take the ratio of these two. So just to remove this decimal point, I have multiplied both the sides into 10. So that becomes 60 and 75. And when you take the ratio, it's nothing but 4:5. So whatever the profit they're getting here, that will be shared in the ratio 4:5. So what will be the share of Shakil? Shakil will be getting 4 out of these 9 parts. So 4 by 9 into this profit, right? So that if you calculate, it's going to be 6,200. Next problem. Next is A and B invest in a business in the ratio 3:2. If 5% of the total profit goes to charity and A share is rupees 855, the total profit is what? So here they have given the whatever the data is given, first you write down that, so that becomes easier. So A and B invest in a business in the ratio 3:2. So the capital part we are taking as 3:2 here, right? If 5% of the total profit goes to the charity, so whatever the profit they are getting, in that the 5% is removed, that is given to the charity. So the remaining out of 100%, when 5% is removed, the remaining what you have is 95%, and that amount is shared among the two according to their investment and the period. Here there is nothing mentioned about the period. Therefore, it is understood that they both were in the business for the same time. So we don't have to consider that. So here, what is given here is the ratio is given, and 5% goes to the charity, so remain is 95%. And the 95% of the profit will be shared among the two in the ratio 3:2. Okay, so here the profit of A is nothing but 3 by the total 5 into the profit. And now this profit, we are not considering the entire thing, is going to be only 95% of that. Okay, so what is A's share? That's given in the problem. The A is getting 855. So you can just take this 855, which is equal to 3/5 of the profit. Okay, and find out what is a profit. I'm sorry, this profit is the entire profit. Um, the profit actually, entire profit, what they are going to share. So this 95, which I have not mentioned here, but first let us solve this part. So 855 is A share, which is 3/5 of the profit which they are going to share. So when this comes this side, it's going to be 5 by 3 of this one. So calculate this. How much is that you're getting? 5 by 3 of 855 is you're getting it as 285. And then this whatever I said, this is nothing but not the entire profit, is going to be 95% of that. So the 95% we are going to replace. We can even replace here also. So this is nothing but 0.95% of the profit, 95%. So this, whatever the calculation you are doing, and this has to come to this side. So this calculation is what is done here. If you can understand this, what we have done is the total profit is nothing but this part. You are going to bring it this side. Okay. So this is going to be total profit. I'm sorry. I'll write here as a total profit. The total profit, 1 minute. So this is nothing but 0.95 of the total profit. Okay, so this comes here. This is what is brought here. So 100 by 95 into this. When you do this calculation, you are getting the answer as 1500. So that's going to be your answer. You can also redo it by just taking it this 855 into 5. This whole divided by 3. And this 95 will also come here. 0.95 I'm taking as 100 by 95. Now you have to do this calculation and then get the answer. I think the answer is going to be 1500. And now go to the next problem. I hope so this is clear. There is nothing except for the calculation part which you have to see. Except this part is like the profit completely is not shared among this two person A and B. Only the 95% of the profit is shared. So 5% goes to the charity. So this 95% of the total profit you are taking it. From that you can find out what is the total profit. And if you have a doubt like how it has come and whether the answer is right or wrong, consider this and accordingly you work out. You remove this 5% of this. So you know the 10% is 150. So 5% is going to be 75. So remove the 75 from this, the remaining whatever you have 1425. In that you have to consider the ratio 3:2. So A will be getting 3 part and B will be getting 2 parts. So accordingly you work out and see whether you're getting 855. If you get that answer, that means your answer is right. Right? Next. The next problem is A starts business with rupees 3,500 and after 5 months B joins with A as his partner. After a year, the profit is divided in the ratio 2:3. What is B's contribution in the capital? Okay, the B's contribution is not given, so we are taken that as X. So A and B, we are going to see that capital as well as the time for which they are contributing. So here A has put 3,500 in the business. He is investing so much. B is investing X because it is not known. We have to find out that. After 5 months, B joins. So that means what? We are going to see after a year. That means A is there in the business for the entire 1 year. So 1 year we are taking as 12 months in terms of months because here it is given in terms of months. So I am converting this also in terms of months. And after 5 months means the 5 minutes is lapsed. That balance what you have in 1 year is 7 months. 12 minus 5. So he is there in the business only for 7 months. Again, go for the ratio. The ratio means you have to multiply these two. 3,500 into 12 and this is going to be 7x. The ratio of these two is nothing but 2:3. Right? And now you are going to see this. You just have to calculate this product of mean equal to product of extreme. So you have to just take product of mean which is equal to product of extreme. So multiply these two and multiply these two. Then finally You have only one variable and one equation, therefore you can find the answer easily. So 9,000 is the answer. Okay. So this is quite simple. There is nothing much to work out in this, except the calculation part you have to see and do it in a simple way. Sometimes the calculation becomes quite tough, and then you keep doing it in a different way, and it will not land up like you will get a different answer. So be careful about that. Next is three partners ABC shared the profit in a software business in the ratio 5:7:8. So this problem is slightly different because you have three persons now, and their ratio is also given. The profit is in the ratio 5:7:8. This is not the capital, this is only the profit. So you have to be careful about that also. They had partnered for 14 months, 8 months, and 7 months. So we are given the time 14, 8, and 7. Find the ratio of their investment. You don't know what is the capital, so we'll consider this as A, B, and C. Sorry, this is the answer which is written up, so don't consider that now. So here you consider this capital as A, B, C, and the ratio of their duration is given as 14, 8, and 7. So write accordingly. Or either ratio of the months. Months is nothing but the ratio. So write it accordingly. And now multiply this. So this is going to be 14A, 8B, 7C. And their profit ratio is going to be in this one, right? So that is the main thing. And we don't know what is A, what is B. And but given here is the profit ratio is 5:7:8 as given in the problem. So we can equate this to this. And one problem is like three are there, then it is very difficult to equate. So what we are going to do now is take any two. That's what I have underlined here. So you are taking these two first. So when you take A and B, the A and B profit ratio is 5:7. So take only these two and compare it. So I'm taking only A and B profit ratio 14A and 8B, and that is 5:7. That's given in the problem. Then product of mean equal to product of extreme. From that, you can come to this final stage where it is 14A equals 20B. So whenever you have this, this is something which I keep telling in most of the classes in the percentage problem also. Whenever you have something like this, for example, 2A equal to 3B, you have to find out what is A or B and what is the ratio of A and B. In that case, what you should do, this is nothing but the multiplication. 2 into A is, we can say, I'm sorry, this is equal to 2 into A is equal to 3 into B. Then we can say A, whatever the numerical value you had, you assign this here. If A is 3, this becomes 6. In that case, B should be 2. So whenever you have this equation formed in this way, when one variable along with one number you have here, the other similarly, the other side you have one variable, another number, assign this numerical value to this side and assign this numerical value to the other side. So A is 3, B is 2, therefore the A is to B is nothing but 3 is to 2 in general. This is not related to the problem. I'm just explaining how you are going to get here, right? So when you have 49A equals 20B, we can assign let A equal to 20, then in that case B will be 49, this 49, right? Now come back to the next. So next we'll take these two, B is to C. B is to C, the ratio of their profit is 8B and 7C, and accordingly when you take these two, this is 7:8. So this is what I have done here. So here you can see that 8B is to 7C is nothing but 7:8. From that again, product of mean equal to product of extreme. This is going to be there everywhere. You're going to do this, right? So when you do this, it's going to be 64B equal to 49C. And accordingly, we can say if B is 49, this 49 here, then C is going to be 64. And now you got the different ratios like A is to B, you got it. Sorry, not this. You got A is to B here, and similarly you got B is to C here. So you have to combine these two ratios now. So write down this A, B, C, the three values, whatever you have here. Maybe I should put it in the form of capital A, capital B, capital C. Don't get confused, both are same. And now here, A is to B, you write down this value, 20, 49. So 20, 49. And when you're writing the other ratio, that is B is to C, you can't write in the same line. It has to be written below that. So below that, when you write, this is B is 49 and C is 64. 49, 64. Right? And now, it's like combining different ratios, which you would have done in ratios. So you need to see the LCM of these two values. What is LCM of these two? 49 and 49. LCM is nothing but 49. To make this as 49, you have to multiply this into 1. So therefore, this also to be multiplied into 1. So 20, 49. Similarly, here to make this as 49, you have to multiply this into 1. Similarly, this has to be multiplied into 1. So 64. So the three ratios what you're getting here is 20, 49, 64. And this explanation is like, is one of the student asked me for the doubt, like how we are combining these three. So I was just giving this example. This is part of ratio. I hope so you will understand this. If you have A is to B as 2 is to 3, and like previous thing I have given here, B is to C as 6 is to 7, 2, 3 you have to write, 6 is to 7 you have to write here. Again, LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. To make this as 6, you have to multiply this into 2. If you are multiplying one of the value in ratio into 2, the other also should be multiplied. So 2 also, if you multiply here, is going to be 4. 2 into 3 is 6. Similarly, as LCM is 6, this is already 6, so you have to multiply into 1. So 1 into 6 is 6, 1 into 7 is 7. 4 is to 6 to 7. So this is like basically how to combine two different ratios together. Okay, that comes under ratio. This is the answer. Find the ratio of the investments. 20 is to 49 is to 64. That is what it's written here. Next problem. Nirmal and Kapil started a business investing 9,000 and 12,000 respectively. After 6 months, Kapil withdrew half of the investment. If after a year the total profit was 4,600, what is Kapil's initial share initially? Okay. So what we are going to do here is they started the business with 9,000 and 12,000. I'm just taking only the ratios here. I don't have to write the entire thing. So I'm writing instead of 9,000 as 9 and 12,000 as 12. After 6 months. So what that means, for the first 6 months, they both are there together in the business and they break only after 6 months. So what we will do here is we will try to calculate separately for the 6 months where there is no difference. So here when you take it, this is a separate value which you are going to consider only for 6 months. So this ratios has to be taken separately. So this I have taken. And then after 6 months, there is a change happening. What is a change? Kapil withdrew half his investment, whereas Nirmal has not done that. That means Nirmal is continuing again with 9 for next 6 months, whereas Nirmal is, Kapil is going to withdraw half of this. Therefore, he is going to invest only 6,000 for 6 months. So therefore, you just have to add these two values. So 9 into 6 plus 9 into 6, whereas here 12 into 6 plus 6 into 6. Okay. So what you have to do here is calculate this one. How much is this one? We can say, we can, everywhere the 6 is there, I can directly cancel this. Not required. Or otherwise also they are investing for the same period. So when the same period is there, you don't have to worry about it. So we have to take it as 9 plus 9, 18, and here 12 plus 6 is 18. So the ratio is 1 is to 1. So the 4,600, whatever the amount they're getting, they're going to take it as 1 is to 1 ratio. That means half each. So that is what is the answer given here, 23,000, 2,300.